The game Marco Polo /ʻmɑrkoʊ is a form of tag played in a swimming pool. The origin of the game is unknown. Rules: one player is chosen as it. This player closes his/her eyes and tries to find and tag the other players without the use of vision. The player who is it shouts Marco, and the other players must respond by shouting Polo, which it uses to try to acoustically locate them. If a player is tagged, then that player becomes it. The game can also be played on land, with slightly modified rules, or played with the addition of rules from Fish Out of Water and others. It is similar to Blind Man's Buff, where one person is blindfolded while others choose hiding places around the room. History: the game shares its name in common with the 13th-century Venetian trader and explorer Marco Polo, and legend has it that the famed explorer didn't really have a clue as to where he was going, much like the It person. WiseGeek explains no one seems to know what the origins of the name are, although there are a number of apocryphal stories, adding there does not appear to be any real link between the game of Marco Polo and the explorer of the same name, despite the creative efforts by some people, and it is hard to determine when the first game of Marco Polo was played. The game has similar traits with Blind Man's Bluff and can be considered an offshoot. WiseGeek notes Blind Man's Bluff dates back to at least the 16th century, and it was once a very popular parlor game, especially with ladies. Marco Polo was known as a water game by the 1960s. Between 1965 and 1970, some respondents to a Dictionary of American Regional English survey, when asked to name a game played in the water, responded with Marco Polo. In modern times, Marco Polo is played worldwide. Various regions have their own versions of the game, with names such as Mermaid on the Rocks and Alligator. The term Marco Polo game is sometimes used to describe an online game where a similar call and response system of gameplay is adopted. Analysis: Marco Polo is an easily modifiable game, and is based on the notion of call and response. Marco Polo is a location-based game because players are confined to a set space and because players must locate each other using auditory clues. Encyclopedia of Play in Today's Society argues there is bipolarity in the reversal of roles. There are repeated actions, a routine to be repeated, rules to be observed, and verbal signs to be used. Playing this game can allow children to experiment with different social roles, for example learning what it means to be an outcast in the role of it. According to the Nevada Daily Mail, Marco Polo is not only fun, it can be a good workout. It also puts less stress on your bones and joints because the water makes your body float. When the game is featured in popular media, many characters are shown cheating, misunderstanding, changing, or ignoring the rules, which happens in The Simpsons, Family Guy, and South Park. The latter changes the terminology from Marco and Polo to reference a catchphrase from the show. References: Bitello, Maria Beatrice. Marco Polo. In Rodney P. Carlisle. Encyclopedia of Play in Today's Society. Sage ISBN 1-4129-6670-1. Editor, Rodney P. Carlisle, General. Encyclopedia of Play in Today's Society. Los Angeles, Sage. Pages 376. ISBN 978-1-4129-6670-2. Retrieved August 28, 2014. Jeffrey, Philip. Mike Blackstock. Matthias Fink. Anthony Tang. Roger Lee. Mihan Deutschmer. Kento Miyaoku. Chasing the Fugitive on Campus, Designing a Location-Based Game for Collaborative Play. Proceedings of CGSA 2006 Symposium. Marco Polo. Retrieved September 10, 2014. Marco Polo, Retroland. Retroland. Retrieved September 10, 2014. ABC, What is the Game Marco Polo? WiseGeek. Retrieved September 10, 2014. Games Played in the Water Dictionary of American Regional English Survey. ABCDEFG Encyclopedia of Play in Today's Society, Google Books. Google Books. Retrieved September 10, 2014. The Nevada Daily Mail, Google News Archive search. Retrieved September 10, 2014.